Hi everybody, I thought I would come on and record 3 more cards for Kendra's card challenge. So I did 1 through 3 in my last video. I'm going to do 4 through 6. But first, I think I was sort of indecisive about whether or not to do some happy mail and incorporate some other things. So I'm going to do the happy mail first. Just in case I don't get all 3 cards made, because as you all know, if you've been watching, I'm kind of slow. I also wanted to show this week's craft roulette card. So it was a fun fold. At first I was going to do a gate fold because that's sort of my go-to, but then Mary Gunn said she was going to do a bookbinding card, and I was like, I like bookbinding cards. Why don't I do that? So I did. I have a button die, so I just swiped some yellow and orange ink pads on a piece of pink cardstock and cut out the buttons, because that made this sort of peachy color that kind of went with the roses. I did my nostalgic colors. This is Bitty Penny paper, and it reminds me of my grandmother's peace roses that she loved so much. And to fill it in some, I, of course, cut out my panel, but then I fussy cut two more of the roses to sort of fill this in, so, you know, to fit the blanket. So it's a blanket of roses. And let's see. That's it, isn't it? Fun fold, nostalgic colors, blanket, and buttons. And I took a piece of the leftover where I cut off of here and just decorated the inside a little bit. And put my little stamp on the back. So, and then I had to do a sympathy card. My aunt died, and her memorial's next Saturday. I don't know if I'll get to go. We've got the HVAC install supposed to start Monday. But anyway, there is, I used another piece of that paper from Bitty Penny, which I love. And all I did was I cut it down, I matted it with some of this cardstock, which I've had forever and a day. And it's just really put a few clear drops on there, because I mean, it's a sympathy card. You don't want to bling it up too much. Those always remind me of tears. And then I got a card from my friend Dawn up in Maine, the Crafty Visage. She hasn't put up a video in a while. I hope she'll be able to start back, because I love her. She does do, I think it's Coffee Junkin' with Tea on Not Afraid of Colors channel on Friday mornings. I believe it is. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Wow. Dawn Wilcox, you did not stamp the back of your card. Look at that. That's an absolutely gorgeous card. So pretty. I love this. I'm assuming the ornament die cuts this out. I mean, embosses that, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have to ask her. Look at this embossing. You know, I'm all about an embossing folder. Easiest way to put text, use texture. Add texture, I should say. And this paper back here is absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Dawn. I love it. It's beautiful. And I want very quickly to show a technique. I used to do this technique to stretch my stencils. And I did this the other day, and most of you probably already know this. And I got reminded, I don't remember if it was Sean at Manly Made Minute. I think maybe it was him that did it. But anyway, somebody I was watching did this. I'm going to have to bring my big old platinum machine over here. I hope that's not too close. So, and I hope I can get this through here. I've got so much crap on my desk. I mean, stuff. I have so much stuff on my desk. Okay, this handle does not come up as easily as, sort of catches, as my Platinum 6 machine. I'm going to have to move it over this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a stencil to emboss. Not this past fall, but the fall before. I did this with a whole bunch of cards, and I don't think I've done it since. So let me turn that a little bit. Okay. I don't know why that's wanting to stick, just static electricity. So what I have done here, so I just put, there's my stencil packaging, some manuals and stuff that I put underneath here for shims. And then this is that rubbery kind of mat that you get with your die cutting machine, the softer one. A piece of cardstock. I'm perched here. Your stencil. And your one cutting plate. And this new machine, it's got the base and what they call the top. And then you just run it through. And whatever your machine, oh, that's funny, it wasn't doing that the other day. You have to just play around with it to get enough tension on here. And there is, hope you can see that. There's your embossed panel. There's the deboss side. Let's see if I turn this down here. The shadow is better on it. Come on, focus. Focus. But anyway, you do not get as good an embossing, of course, as you get with an embossing folder. But you can get, I'm going to do one more. Come on. I'm going to do one more. But you can really stretch your stencils with this technique. And every machine is a little different, so the amount of shims and stuff that you put in here is going to be a little bit different. I think I'm going to just run this back through. And that is, see, I shouldn't have done that. I should have known better. Okay, so if I run it backwards and forwards, come on, you probably can't see it, but it gets a little shadow because the pressure causes this mat to move just a hair. So when I ran it backwards and forwards, I ended up with a shadow. I don't know, can I get it there? Now you can see. Especially that one there. You can see where it got sort of a shadow effect, which is kind of cool in a way. And of course, depending on how much of it you use as a background, what you put over it, that may not even be noticeable. But anyway, I just wanted to show that really quick because I had actually done them to use on some of these cards. Not the ones I'm doing tonight, but at some point. So now I have 2 different reds and 2 of those pink card bases. This one got a little bit of that shadowing effect on it, but it's not as noticeable as that one I just did. But they're still cool and it's still usable. It's not so bad that I can't use it. Actually, the more I look at it, the more I like it. And there is cat hair everywhere here. Okay, so let me set that aside. I'm so easily sidetracked, as you can tell. I start telling stories and stuff, and then I never finish them because I'm so easily distracted. It's terrible. Okay, I thought I had put some of this together, but I did not. Now, they don't have a mat on the layout. This piece here does not call for a mat. So it's going to be this and this. Now I'm looking at that, I'm not sure I really like it. And so I cut this piece to go there. Okay, so I'll finagle with that in a second. Oh, man. So this is also another thing about, I'm going to do this. So I think that looks better with the silver. And then I want to use this side. Let me move my camera back. This side instead of the stripy side, because I love those little hearts. So we are going to, and it didn't, like if you look at the sketch, I'm going to mess up here. if you look at the sketch, it kind of shows a mat behind these circles, but it doesn't really call for one. You know, on most of them, it'll have your whatever size your pattern paper is, and then it'll have a mat of blah blah measurements. And it didn't say that, but I kind of laid it out. I don't like I didn't much like not having a mat. And I'd kind of rather have a smaller mat, but that's just, these are the circles I have, so that's just what I used. And there we go. Kind of cut out a little weird, but I'll leave that alone. I'm going to have to put a little piece of cardstock on behind on this edge so it doesn't I don't want that sticky or the curving down like it does. Then okay, this just looks like it's, no, it does have a layer. I need a 4 by 5¼ inch piece behind here, and I think I'm gonna cut out I've got this here. This is some Concord and 9th ballet slipper. And I think I'm just going to, okay, clean off my pen so I can get it back in the glue bottle. Okay. How would I cut off part of this? That's 8.5. Well, I don't guess it matters now, does it? Okay, so we're going to do 4, 5.25. And I want, of course, I had some scraps out here earlier, and I threw them back down there. But I also have, I've been throwing a bunch of stuff in this little container over here, and it's probably going to have a little avalanche before too long. It's crooked, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so this is basically going to go down about the middle of the panel. Right, and then, so here's the sketch, in case, so you can follow along. There we go. There's the sketch. And sometimes the sketches are not really exact. Because on there it almost looks like this is all centered, but it can't be. So I'm going to leave that down there. I'm going to go ahead and glue this part, this piece down. That may or may not be easier for me. Oh, and I'm going to grab my paper trimmer because I love the lip on the top and the bottom of this. You know, some small trimmers, they don't have any bottom lip, which I don't like. But we are going, so that just so we can keep everything pretty straight. Oh, I need to push that up a little bit. Sorry if my head is getting in the camera. I can't tell, but I don't know. I hope that's not crookedy. And then I glue this here. I still need something top and bottom. So let's just grab our scissors and cut a couple pieces. There we go. So, boy, those are really sticky. I'm going to glue this down. I am going to glue a couple of these pieces here, one here, one here, just so it doesn't sag when I put it on here. There we go. So we are going to glue this down, and then we will get our circles down. Get this on here straight. There. And then we are going to do our circles. I want to make sure they are going to fit on here. Did burn it. See, those are, and I did these are well, because these are 1.5 inch. And then I have that. So you know something, I'm going to have to cut that off, because they're not going to fit with this little shadow layer back here. So my bad. That's 2 inch. Where's my 1.5 inch punch? My bad. And we are just going to put these back in here. Where's there we go. Sorry about that. Well, if you're doing this, I guess you can learn from my mistake. You squinch this up in the punch a little bit. Ah, you darn thing. I really don't want to cut another piece of cardstock. There we go. That looks good. Whew, so far so good. I can't believe that came out right. Okay, so don't put a mat on these circles. That is the moral of that story. Don't pull a Cordelia. So here we go. That down. And we're going to put this one down on the bottom. And this one. And then we shall try to center this, but I make no guarantees. Oh, that's cute. That one's a little off wonky, but that's okay. If something wasn't wonky, it wouldn't be one of my cards. Get out a card base. And we are ready to go. Look at that. That's so cute. My camera's not doing funky things with the focus, is it? Weird stuff. Arr. Now my glue is not coming out. Hang on. Let's put a pin in it. Okay. There we go. At least for a minute we're working. Okay. And there we go. Went to the eye doctor the other day and I noticed when I got back, an ant. I somehow cut my thumb. I have no clue how I did it. So there we go. It really needs a sentiment or something on here. Would you stop not focusing right? But I'm going to set it aside for a second and move on to card number 5. Because you all do not have all day long to watch me make a card. Okay, so, oh yes. First I was like, what the heck? So one piece goes here. One piece, oh, there again, here. This time I'm going to do the stripe and the paws. Don't you think, rather than the gray paws? Yeah, because this is directional. So I'm just going to do it this way. Okay. So let's put this on. Oops, please try to get it semi-straight. Then we're going to put this on. Oh, and at some point I'm going to have cataract surgery. I am not ready for it yet, but he said, you know, whenever you're ready, let us know. They evidently do a lot of cataract surgery. They're doing my husband's cataract surgery February and March. They will be doing his. This says any object, like down here, but I don't know if I like one thing here and then all this white space. So I think I'm going to change that up. Okay. Oh, at least those lines, if one thing is crooked, I guess it's all going to be crooked together. Let me see. What did I do with all my sentiments and ephemera and all that good poopily dooplies? I also cut out a bunch of hearts. In different sizes. Yeah, I don't like that. There's too much silver stuff on there. Now where did I put all the other stuff that I had ready? Good grief, I'm a gerbil. I don't know where I put it. I do have, and I have a bunch more hearts. These were all cut out from last year. Isn't that cute? That's from a Gerda Stein stamp set. I'm so cute. Some lips. I have no clue. And more circles. Okay. So, oh, and I have some conversation hearts too. But they're not the right color for this. So, and some more gold hearts. Man, I have all kinds of stuff. Okay, but where is all the things that I had prepared? Oh my goodness. I don't know. There. Oh, there's my hair. Me having my hair and the cat hair and everything. Here we go. There's the cutie pies. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I'm tempted to put this on a little piece of black because it just blends in so much with that white. Oh, and I used up all the black pieces I had out here, so oh, that is blue. Oh, there's some black. Oh, it was so funny when I was getting out pieces to use today. So I have at various times bought black cardstock from different places, and these two, there's not that much difference, but this one, up, not off. This is the Hero Arts black cardstock, and it's a nice black cardstock. For a while I couldn't get it, so I bought it from other companies, and so this one is sort of a medium black, and this one by itself it looks black, but up to next to the other ones it looks more of a dark gray. So I thought that was interesting when I was getting out these pieces today. To use for something else, I was like, wow, that is kind of a big difference. Okay, there we go. I just hand cut this so it's not super straight. So I'm going to just channel my inner bitty penny and not mind much if it's not perfect. Oh my gosh, I like this so much. Glue this kitty cat down. This Newton's Nook stamp is probably one of my favorites. And like I said, it's discontinued. I wish they still had it. And they don't have a ton of Valentine's stuff. And I think that's adorable. Okay, let's get a card base. That's got like a little lip. You know, this cardstock a lot of times it's not an exact measurement at 8.5 by 11. So you have that little bit of a lip on your card bases. Come on. Get it in there just right. So. And it's card number 5. Come on, glue, don't fail me now. I have had the worst time since the weather got colder. I think it's because the air is so dry, maybe. But anyway, with my glue bottles clogging, this little one, I haven't used it in forever because it's clogged, and I'm just like over it. Isn't that stinking cute? I'll probably come back and, well, I may come back and put a few little gems, hearts or something on here. But right now, in the interest of time, I'm going to leave this. And this first card, I may come back and put a sentiment, but I think I've been going, it's starting to get close to the hour, and I want to go ahead and get this card number 6 done. This one is the one, I love this, I love the layout, but boy, it's got a lot of layers. Okay, a lot of layers. So this is your first, darn my time, and I didn't cut them all out. Okay, so this is my 4 by 5 1/4. Did I cut that at 4? Did I get that right? It's not measuring at 4. It's not right at 4. How did I get that? Okay, 4 by 5 1/4. I cut it. I don't know. Okay, and then I need a oh no, never mind. Okay, this. Then these 2 pieces go here. That's so cute. See, that's like the stamp. Okay, we're going to lay this out real quick to see how this is going to work. So this layer is going to show some, because you've got these 2 little pieces. Here. You've got, then you've got your 2 3/4 inch square here. Then this piece goes on top of this one. And then you glue these 2 together. Oh, isn't that, I kind of like that. I was going to do that, but I like that better. So if I use this, I will not turn these over. Oh, and I like that, rather than have the houndstooth and the little dots. Okay. So that worked out fine. Let's see, it's the little stamp. It's so cute. Nope, I'm just going to use the blue. Stick with the plan. Decisions to see. I'm so easily distracted. Let's see, are we straight? Oh, just a hair there. Okay, maybe that's straight. Maybe that's not straight. Hang on. Hang on until. Just stop. Okay, and then down here, other piece. I'm gonna try to get this about the same. Okay. Now we are going to glue these two little pieces down and hope we get them sort of resembling something straight across. I wonder if I can just use this as a guide. Not too bad. Now it says go ahead and glue this one down. And put, oh, let's just move that up here. There. We're going to put this down. Wow, am I going to get these three done in less than an hour? I think my last video went a little over. Then this goes down next, and I'm going to put a little piece of black on either side here. Let's see, is that about right? It is about right. I think that works out just fine. Oh yeah. I want to make sure I didn't get that too big of a piece there. So we want to put that there, there. And then we're going to glue these together. Well, I can't believe neither of the cats is coming here meowing. Of course, they've already had their TREATs, but he was in here earlier just talking up a storm. I don't know what was going on, but boy, it sounded pretty exciting. Uh-oh, I should have put a piece back behind here. And I'm going to do that. There we go. I know I heard somebody say once that they really didn't, like put layer, but I just don't like to see it like going downhill when you glue it on. I don't know. It's just a quirk. So, and I like this blue and silver together. I don't know, I just think blue and silver go together more than blue and gold. Red and gold are nice. Green and gold. And yellow and gold, no. Now that is cute as it can be. And I am not sure what sentiment I am going to, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to put all of these together in one spot so that my next video, I don't have to be well, hopefully I don't have to be scrounging. So I would like to put a sentiment or something on here, but I will do that and show them off. Hopefully I'll remember to show them off in my next video. So, but that's just the basic card layout. And you could change these up. I could have done a heart in the center instead of doing the, instead of doing all the squares. Sorry, where is it? There it is. So instead of doing all the square layers, I could have done a heart or a circle or any shape that I wanted, because you can kind of make the sketch your own by changing up some of the shapes and things. And like this card number 5, instead of putting something down in the corner, I just used the whole panel here for my focal point. And you could come back and put some little hearts around the edges, some little embellishments, whatever. So, and actually on this one, I didn't think about it. So instead of this strip here, you actually could have wrapped some colorful string or something, or a ribbon from your stash, instead of just having it stop here. Of course, you could have just cut that piece, but you could have wrapped it around the whole card panel. Anyway, that's just some ideas. So, wow, that's our 6 card layouts. I will do something else with this one and this one. But I want to thank you all for joining me again, watching me. You know, watch it at double speed, whatever. 6, 5. I also like to keep mine in the envelopes that I had the card pieces in. For one thing, it helps protect them. And I just buy these little cheapy Ziploc things off Amazon. But anyway, it helps protect the cards. And I also like not having to refer to the sketches here. So I can tell at a glance which sketch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you didn't watch the last video, there is number 1. So cute. Sketch number 2. Sean Manley over at Manly Made Minute, he kind of did a lattice with his strips, but I just laid them out, you know, vertically and horizontally. I didn't try to weave them. And then this is card number 3. I've got some little hearts and things on here. Did the embossing folder back here in the back. And I embossed this panel. I did not emboss that one because there was already so much going on with the strips. So, wow, 6 cards done. And again, thank you for watching and listening to me kind of ramble on here. And I will see you all in the next video. I have to find my mouse so I can stop recording.